Her husband betrayed her trust, so she chooses to spend time with the neighbor's young relative as a way of sending a message. But things quickly spiral out of control. Watch our recap of the 2015 thriller romance The Boy Next Door to discover what happens next. On a bright summer morning, Claire Peterson is jogging through the woods, contemplating her troubled marriage to Garrett. She had almost filed for divorce after uncovering his affair with his secretary. Claire took their son and began living separately from Garrett. 9 months later, as Claire is preparing to take Kevin out, the garage door jams. While she struggles to open it, a young man named Noah Sanborn shows up and helps her. Noah introduces himself as the nephew of Claire's neighbor and offers to repair the garage door. He and Kevin then head to the hardware store for the necessary supplies. After they leave, Noah's uncle tells Claire that Noah is still dealing with the recent death of his parents. On the way to the store, Kevin finds out that Noah will be attending the same high school where Claire is a teacher. At the store, Kevin notices Allie Callahan, a girl from his school that he likes but is too shy to talk to. With Noah's encouragement, Kevin approaches her. Meanwhile, a group of skateboarders, led by Jason Zimmer, come in and start mocking Kevin in front of Allie and Noah. While Noah's uncle is in the hospital, Noah spends a lot of time with Kevin. Claire invites Noah to join her, Kevin, and Vicky for lunch. While Kevin and Garrett are away, Claire prepares to leave her house. Glancing out the window, she catches a glimpse of Noah undressing in his room. He notices her watching, and she quickly ducks behind the curtains. Noah calls Claire and says he tried to thaw a chicken in the microwave, but doesn't know how to cook it properly. He asks her to come over and help. Claire agrees, and she teaches him how to cook. Afterward, Noah invites her to stay and share the meal. Throughout the evening, Noah flirts with Claire, and although she feels tempted, she knows it's not the right thing to do. Eventually, Noah kisses her and becomes more intimate, making it difficult for Claire to resist. They end up having a passionate encounter. The next morning, Claire begins to feel regretful about what happened the night before. She tells Noah that it was a mistake. This upsets him so much that he punches a wall, injuring his knuckles. Claire feels sympathetic and tells him to be more careful. Kevin and Garrett return from their trip and join Claire for lunch. Not long after, Noah arrives. As Claire brings out a plate of cookies, Noah asks if she has told the guys what happened while they were gone. Claire diverts the conversation by mentioning that there was a big rainstorm the previous night, to which Noah slyly comments that things got quite wet. Later that evening, Garrett talks to Claire and apologizes for his betrayal. He asks her not to go through with the divorce, expressing hope that they can rebuild their relationship and asking for a chance to make amends. Claire agrees and decides not to sign the divorce papers. The new school year begins, and just as Claire is starting her first class, the principal informs her that Noah has been enrolled in her class, as per her supposed request for his transfer. Claire realizes Noah hacked into her computer to send the fake email. Claire starts feeling increasingly uneasy around Noah. Noah takes Kevin to the woods with his uncle's gun and manipulates Kevin into feeling resentment toward his father for cheating on Claire. This tension boils over during dinner when Kevin angrily confronts Garrett. Later, Kevin joins Noah at the school gym to work off his frustration on a punching bag. Kevin pushes himself too hard and goes into shock. Noah rushes to Kevin's locker, grabs his EpiPen, and administers it, saving his life. Meanwhile, Vicky surprises Claire with flowers at work, assuming they're from Garrett. Claire calls Garrett, who denies sending them. Suspecting that Noah sent the flowers, she confronts him in the gym, leading to a heated argument witnessed by another teacher. Kevin returns to the hardware store to ask Allie to join him for the musical night. Claire and Garrett go on a date, and their relationship starts to stabilize, even though Claire is still hurt by Garrett's affair. Garrett genuinely wants to repair things between them. The next morning, Noah confronts Claire in anger, warning her to stop seeing Garrett, which leads to a heated argument between them. Kevin, upset by the confrontation, sides with Noah, defending him as his friend. Claire tries to convince Kevin that Noah is not truly his friend, but Kevin chooses to ride to school with Noah instead of Claire. At school, Jason and his friends harass Kevin. When Kevin stands up to Jason, Noah steps in aggressively, seemingly channeling his own anger towards Jason. Noah is sent to the principal's office, where Vicky, the vice principal, learns that Noah's previous school never sent his transcript due to his expulsion for disruptive behavior. Noah acts disrespectfully towards Vicky, leading her to expel him from the school. During the musical night at school, Claire supervises and sees Kevin with Allie. Allie informs her about a leak in the boys' bathroom. When Claire goes to investigate and shut off the sink, she finds the words, IF Claire Peterson, scrawled on the wall. Noah suddenly appears and tries to assault Claire, but she defends herself by kicking him between the legs. She warns him to stay away from her and Kevin. The next day, when Claire opens her classroom door, she's horrified to see hundreds of photos plastered all over the room, showing her and Noah during their intimate encounter, with more still printing. Claire quickly locks the door, unplugs the printer, and desperately tries to remove the pictures just as the principal arrives. The principal expresses concern over Claire's behavior as the students enter. Garrett picks Kevin up from school and lets him drive home, but Kevin, still angry with his father, drives recklessly. When the brakes fail, Kevin almost crashes into two cars, but Garrett manages to steer the vehicle into a line of water barrels on the road. Meanwhile, Claire returns home and notices a dent in Garrett's car. Both Garrett and Kevin downplay the incident, assuring Claire they're fine. Later, Claire finds them watching TV with Noah. Noah follows Claire to the kitchen, where he mentions the photos he threw around her classroom. He then reveals he also has a video of that night and demands that Claire come to his house if she wants to retrieve it. Reluctantly, Claire goes to Noah's house later that night, but Noah insists she must continue their relationship if she wants the video erased. Claire refuses and leaves. She confides in Vicky, who advises her to break into Noah's house and find the tape herself. Later, Noah mistakenly follows Vicky's car, giving Claire the opportunity to break into his house. Inside, Claire finds files on Noah's laptop, including photos of tampered brakes, suggesting that Noah sabotaged Garrett's car and another minivan. She locates the hidden camera and deletes the footage, but Noah's uncle arrives unexpectedly, forcing Claire to flee back home in a hurry. Claire meets with a detective who informs her that Noah's parents died in a car crash caused by his father's reckless driving. Claire recognizes the wreckage shown on Noah's laptop as the remains of his parents' vehicle. Back at home, feeling unsafe, Claire calls Vicky for support. When someone bangs on the door, Claire fears it might be Noah, but it's Kevin. Meanwhile, at Vicky's place, Noah attacks her, leaving her unconscious. He then calls Kevin, tricking him into coming to Vicky's house, where she's tied up. Using a recording of Vicky's voice, Noah deceives Claire into heading over as well. When Claire arrives at Vicky's house, she notices the lights are off. Startled by Vicky's cat, she bumps into a closet door, which swings open to reveal Vicky's body inside, her throat slashed by Noah. Claire screams in terror and flees, calling the police. Before she can escape, Noah intercepts her and drags her out of her car. Claire confronts him, accusing him of murdering his parents. Noah confesses that his mother took her own life after discovering his father's affair, and he sabotaged the minivan's brakes to kill both his father and his father's mistress. Noah takes Claire to a barn, where he's holding Garrett and Kevin hostage. He threatens to kill them unless Claire agrees to stay with him. As Claire tries to reason with him, he grows more agitated and grabs kerosene, pouring it around Garrett and Kevin. Just as Noah prepares to ignite the fire, Claire makes a desperate attempt to push him, causing the lighter to fall and start a blaze. In the chaos, Noah viciously throttles Claire, but Garrett manages to break free and confronts him. Noah shoots Garrett in the chest in a fit of rage. As the barn continues to burn, Noah grabs Claire by the throat and throws her to the ground, preparing to shoot her. Kevin intervenes, striking Noah with a bat, but Noah quickly overpowers him. As Noah is about to shoot Kevin, Claire manages to activate a switch that releases a heavy engine, which falls on Noah, killing him instantly. Claire and Kevin pull Garrett from the burning barn, saving him. What would you have done differently if you were in Claire's place? Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.